There's a version of you that exists 1 year from now. Same life, same starting point, same 24 hours a day. But that version is sharper, more focused, building something real, while most people around them are still waiting for the right moment to start. The difference between that version of you and where you are right now isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's 5 habits. Small, boring, unsexy habits that most people hear about, nod at, and then completely ignore. And that's exactly why they work, because almost nobody actually does them. So let's get into it. Habit number 1. 1 hour of work that actually matters. Most people are busy every single day and have almost nothing to show for it. Responding to things, reacting to things, half-focused, phone nearby, one notification away from losing the thread entirely. 8 hours pass and maybe 40 minutes of real work happened inside all of it. Here's the fix. Every night, write down the one thing that if you did it tomorrow, the day would actually mean something. Not a list of 20 tasks. One thing. And the next morning, before you touch your phone, before you check anything, you do that thing. For 1 uninterrupted hour. That's it. 1 hour of real focus every morning, done consistently, builds more than most people accomplish in years of just being busy. Habit number 2. Read 10 pages a day. 10 pages sounds like nothing. And that's exactly the point. It's small enough that you have no excuse to skip it, but consistent enough that by the end of the year, you've finished around 15 books. 15 books on money, psychology, communication, decision-making. 15 completely different ways of thinking about the world that didn't exist in your head before. And here's what reading actually does that people don't talk about. It doesn't just give you information, it changes how you think. You read how the sharpest people in history made decisions, how they handled failure, how they understood other people. And slowly, without you even noticing, you start thinking differently. Habit number 3. Go deep on one skill the market will actually pay for. Honest question. What is the one skill you are building right now that someone would pay for? Not a hobby. Not something you're vaguely interested in. A real, specific skill with market value. Copywriting, video editing, sales, coding, design, public speaking. Something that solves a problem people are willing to spend money to solve. Most people stay stuck because they spread themselves thin across 10 different interests and never go deep enough on any of them to become genuinely valuable. The goal isn't to know a little about everything. The goal is to reach the top 10% of one thing. And the top 10% is closer than you think, because most people quit before they get there. They switch when it gets hard. Pick one skill. Go deep. Make it the thing you're known for. Habit number 4. Build mental toughness in the small moments. Take the cold shower when you don't want to. Get up when the alarm goes off instead of negotiating with yourself for 20 more minutes. Finish the workout when your body wants to stop. Do the hard task first instead of saving it for later. None of these things are heroic. But what they quietly build is the ability to do something even when you don't feel like it. Because almost every important moment in your life is going to ask you to show up when you're tired and uncomfortable. That capacity isn't built in the big moments. It's built in the small ones. Habit number 5. Study successful people. Actually study them. Not their quotes. Their actual decisions. Their actual routines. The specific failures they went through before anything worked. There's a real difference between being inspired by someone and actually learning from them. Inspiration fades. Real study, understanding why someone made a specific choice, stays with you. Kobe Bryant didn't watch film of other players to admire them. He was extracting information. Warren Buffett didn't spend decades reading for entertainment. He was building a mental library of how the world actually works. Most people scroll right past the documented lives of remarkable people. But the ones who stop and actually dig, they end up thinking like the people they studied. None of this is complicated. It just requires consistency. Showing up on the days it's easy, and more importantly, on the days it isn't. The version of you that does these 5 things for 12 months straight is going to be someone your current self would genuinely not recognize. Not because something dramatic happened, but because 100 quiet, ordinary days added up into something real. That's how it always works. Now you just have to decide if you're actually going to do it.